of people have watched Dr. Randal Haworth transform women into ravishing beauties on the hit Fox show The Swan. But his aesthetic talents aren't limited to sculpting faces. On the popular reality makeover show The Swan, Dr. Haworth's canvases are the eager contestants seeking a new look, a new lease on life, and a shot at the crown.
I love it! I love it so much!
Dr. Haworth is not only a master of aesthetic beauty in the surgical arena, his artistic eye also extends to the other realms of his life. We spent some time with Dr. Haworth at his Hollywood Hills home to see how he lives and to view some of his favorite art collections.
I live my life either in my office or my clinic or surgery center, and also my house, and I want to achieve balance. So where I live in my house, I wanted to make it a very organic house. And I think it's very important to incorporate the three elements, and that's fire, water, and earth. That's what I've tried to do with my house, sort of a modern interpretation of sort of 1920s Shanghai.
Recently, Dr. Haworth's eclectic home design attracted the attention of Western Interiors magazine, which featured his decor within its pages.
I've been in beautiful houses where they're all purely Art Deco. They're so obvious. Oh, it's an Art Deco house. Okay, end of story. Put your stamp on it. But I try to do something a little bit different, at least something I feel more comfortable with.
And spread throughout Dr. Haworth's elegant home is his collection of unique art, which provides a daily source of inspiration to him.
This is one of my favorite pieces because it looks very sort of abstract when you look carefully at it. These are all composed of individual cigarette papers. So there's art in pattern and art in everyday object. This is Irene Hardwick, and I love her paintings. She paints on doors and found objects, and she really appreciates the female form, which I really appreciate, obviously, as well. And she loves caterpillars and how they metamorphose into something completely different and something beautiful, such as a butterfly.
And it's the art with which he surrounds himself that provides inspiration for his own creations.
Here I was just touched by the fact that there are all these missing people around. And the only remembrance is on a little website, or children.org. So I wanted to go to these websites, download little photographs of the faces that spoke to me. I took it upon myself to create charcoal studies of the little web pictures. These are all pencils, you know, from 2B to HB, and I challenged myself here because I wanted to see how real can I get. And I've never taken art classes before, so I like pushing the envelope and seeing how much more detail can I get.
Dr. Haworth's interest in art has played an integral role in the harmony between the aesthetic and scientific realms of his work.
You know, there are many doctors or plastic surgeons who call themselves artists, and I like to differentiate that by saying that there are doctors who become artists and artists who become doctors, and I like to count myself among the latter. In other words, an artist who's become a doctor. And that's how I approach everything in life. I approach it very artistically.
At his Beverly Hills office, Dr. Haworth employs this approach in his work with patients.
Okay, so you've had Botox before, and the last time you had it, you were telling me, was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
His philosophy is to achieve the most natural, subtle, yet effective results.
You can selectively paralyze those muscles completely or in moderate amounts. And you can reshape the eyebrows, you can elevate the brows, you can elevate the corners of the mouth. It's a peculiar balance, it's a delicate balance between function and beauty. Now I can inject the whole face, but the point is you're looking at it and saying, all right, look, I'm so smooth out there. And that's not going to do anybody any favor. A little journey, and oh, she is good. As the Buddhists say, lean into the sword, and she is one of those. Oh. I don't do surgery by numbers. You have to learn them that way, but now I approach it from a very instinctual, artistic way. And that's why I think that my work tends to breathe and be more natural, and so all the healings occur.
Whether it is in work or life, Dr. Haworth seeks the art in everything he does, a truly unique gift he shares with his clients and the world. We'll be right back with more when this edition of 9 on the Town returns.